area, as I will be monitoring those throughout the presentation this morning. You can always sign up for additional learning sessions on FloridaRealtyTraining.com or through the Learn Center resource on BHHSresource.com. And my contact information is in the lower right-hand corner as well. I will also share that at the end of the presentation. So again, my name is Stacy Benedict. It is a pleasure to have you join us this morning, and we're going to go ahead and get started with our marketing review. So a little bit about the company. In 2015, we closed over $3.1 billion in sales volume. We did over 15,746 transaction sides closed, leases executed, and title policies issued throughout our company. And right now, we currently operate in 42 locations throughout Florida, serving 19 counties with approximately 1,800 sales professionals. And you can see the locations on the Florida map of all of our branch offices. So no matter where you're traveling or where you are throughout the state, you know, as a Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Florida Realty sales professional, you're more than welcome to go to any one of our branch offices and use any of the office conference rooms, fax lines, phone numbers, staffing, whatever you need in any of our branch office locations. A little bit about Berkshire Hathaway Home Services from a national perspective. There's over 42,000 sales professionals among 1,200 offices serving 47 states currently and growing almost daily. A little bit about Berkshire Hathaway, the company. According to Forbes Global 2000 list, Berkshire Hathaway is the 4th largest public company in the world, which is larger than JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, and Apple. The current price of the company's A-share stock is $214,000 over that per share, with a market cap of $352 billion with a B dollars. And Berkshire Hathaway is proud to employ nearly 378,000 people and owns more than 55 companies, including some of the companies that you see on the screen today. And the reason why I'm sharing this information with you is to demonstrate again why you choose to brand yourself and be part of the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services brand in our company at Florida Realty. We're very proud to have the Berkshire Hathaway name behind us, and it stands for strength, integrity, trust, longevity, and excellence. If you look among these companies, you see Geico Insurance, Dairy Queen, Heinz Ketchup, Fruit of the Loom, Pampered Chef, and of course, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. The Berkshire Hathaway global brand is respected and admired everywhere. And according to Fortune, again, we're the number 4 world's most admired companies. And according to Barron's, we're number 2 as the world's most respected companies. And as mentioned, Forbes listed us as the 4th largest public company. This is a nice marketing piece that you can share with your customers, whether you're working with a buyer or a seller, again, of why they want to work with you and have the brand name behind them. We have that marketing flyer available to you on our intranet under Market Your Listings in the listing presentation materials. It's called The Power of the Brand, and it's just a nice piece that you can add to your tool belt when you're speaking to your customers. We have this one available to you, as well as one that ranks us among the top 50 real estate companies in the nation. We also have a flyer that talks about our continued success, celebrating 17 years of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Florida Realty and our achievements with you, our sales professionals, and our sister companies, Florida Title and Guarantee Agency. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services continues to have national brand awareness ads throughout luxury publications to get the name out to the consumer and the public to learn more about the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services brand. And again, just in 3 short years, we are the fastest growing real estate services brand ever. So the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services national brand has ads in top publications such as the DuPont Registry, Robb Report, Unique Homes, and our own Prestige magazine, with full-page ads circulating over 1.8 million views throughout their publications. We're proud to announce that Berkshire Hathaway HS.com, which is the national website for the brand, started its global expansion, where the website currently features language, measurement, and currency translation in 10 different languages on all of the properties, not just Berkshire Hathaway properties, but all of the IDX properties that are shown throughout the country on the website. And this is something that you can share with your sellers when you talk about marketing their home to a global audience. Talking about global audience, for residential properties listed over $200,000, Berkshire Hathaway also works with a syndication partner to show your property on 5 continents with over 70 websites throughout 37 countries. And this is a really nice marketing piece, again, making it part of your listing presentation when you're talking to your seller of why they want to list with you and how you're going to market their properties. Berkshire Hathaway HS.com. If you haven't been there, I highly suggest you checking out the national website and clicking on the Agents tab and finding you just as a consumer would on the national website. We're proud to boast that our company speaks over 32 languages. So if you happen to be working with a customer or get an inquiry from a customer that happens to speak another language and you need assistance, you can always reach out to one of our other sales professionals who may speak that language. And that is a searchable database on our company website, which I'll show you in just a few minutes. But if you do happen to speak another language, make sure it's listed in your profile and make sure we have that information because we also share that with our relocation team. So whenever you find you on the national website, if you do have any active listings, you want to make sure that you have this View My Listings tab. This is really, really important because it links to a lot of other things. So all of your active listings should be under your profile in the View My Listings tab. And this connects you to all of your listings on the national website. You can also find your listings quickly if you're talking to your seller and you just want to show them where they can find their property. You can direct them to BerkshireHathawayHS.com / and the MLS number. I also want to point out this little share button on the property details page, of which you can share this listing to all of your social media sites, such as Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Pinterest if you wanted to. But you may want to also encourage your sellers to do the same, with you as the contact, of course. Also on the property details page in the upper right-hand corner of the photo, you'll see a link to the virtual tour, if it has one, which it should, because we provide a virtual tour on all of our listings, as well as larger photos and an aerial bird's eye view, which is really an additional nice feature that we include on all of our properties. One of the things that makes it so important that you have active listings on your View My Listings tab is showing on the national website is because Berkshire Hathaway has a partnership and relationship with Zillow, which we feed all of our Berkshire Hathaway listings directly to Zillow. So what you want to do, if you haven't done so already, is go to Zillow.com and make sure that you set up your profile and that all of your profile information is correct, such as your photo, your contact information, maybe a link to your website, or additional reviews that you have on Zillow. Make sure they're connecting to your profile correctly so your listings show up in the best possible way on Zillow.com, which is a very highly trafficked website. You'll see your contact information always listed as the listing agent at the top, no matter what other agents show. Zillow owns Trulia. So again, same thing, your listings also go to Trulia.com. You don't have to set up an additional profile here. Just make sure your profile information is correct on Zillow, and that will transfer over to Trulia as well, where you're also listed as the top listing agent on all of your active properties. Berkshire Hathaway National also has a great relationship with Wall Street Journal. So we send all of our listings to wallstreetjournal.com as well. And you may want to definitely mention this to your seller whenever you're on that listing appointment. to have them know that their property will also be featured in the real estate section of Wall Street Journal online. And if the property happens to be $1 million or above, it will also be displayed prominently on mansionglobal.com, which is Wall Street Journal's high-end premier luxury website. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services boasts a strong social media footprint. They do updates constantly on all of the top social media platforms, such as Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. So if you're not currently following Berkshire Hathaway National on social media, I highly encourage you to do so. And you can quickly and easily do that by going to BerkshireHathawayHS.com and going to the lower right-hand corner, and you'll see links to their social media, just as it is in the arrow in the circle below. And you can connect, like, join, and follow all of Berkshire Hathaway to stay on top of what's new within the network, within the brand, and how to further promote you and your services to your consumers. Just on a side note, we tweet all of our new listings. So from a company standpoint, you can also mention this to your sellers, is that whenever we have a new property, we tweet about it to all of our followers. And the easiest way to follow us, our company, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Florida Realty, on social media is to go to our company website at BHHSFloridaRealty.com, and on the lower left-hand corner, you'll see links to our social media platforms, such as Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We also showcase our listings on Realtor.com. And as a Prima agent, you're always listed as the contact on Realtor.com, where I hope you're taking advantage of enhancing your listings with showcase headlines and banners, additional information, maybe a video, or a special broker message. But our properties do stand out on Realtor.com just by being part of our company. And you can also share this listing on the property details page in the upper right-hand corner, and I highly encourage you to be proactive about telling your sellers how they can find their listing on our website. And this is just a quick and easy way to do so. Find the listing, click on the Share tab, and share it not only to yourself, but also to your sellers. We also send all of our company listings, Berkshire Hathaway Florida Realty listings, to the international MLS. The IMLS.com is a global portal that has more than 1 million listings throughout 60 countries. So again, when you're talking to your sellers and maybe you happen to be competing for a listing with somebody else, you can let them know that not only do you put their property in your local MLS, but it also goes to the international MLS online at theimls.com. We send them a daily feed of all of our listings. We also partner with the World Property Journal, where again we send them a daily feed of all of our company listings. So your listings show up here as well. Something else to share with your sellers. WorldPropertyJournal.com is currently the #1 ranked global real estate news site in the world by Google. We also partner with Wiki Realty. And Wiki Realty is an online town square where people gather to share local knowledge about both residential and commercial real estate. Their mobile and web platform makes it easy for you to share local insight. We have a direct partnership with Wiki Realty, and we encourage you highly to go to wikirealty.com and set up your profile if you haven't done already, because Google loves the content that Wiki Realty subscribers enter. It's hyper-local, which means that you can become the community expert not only in your town or your community, but in your farm area, where you have the local knowledge which the consumers can't get from just data on a listing. Maybe there's a new Starbucks opening in your community, or there's a community event happening, or maybe some celebration for the holidays that are coming up, and you can talk about it on this platform. And like I said, Google loves hyper-local content. By this platform, you can become the expert in your local area. We hold monthly webinars exclusively for our sales professionals with Wiki Realty, and our next one is next Wednesday, November 9th from 2 to 2:45, and this one is called Boost Your SEO and Grow Your Business. I get asked all the time, what can we do to increase our placement on Google? And this is one of the ways that I encourage you to do so. It's quick, it's easy, you can enter information easily on their mobile platform, and I highly encourage you to set up your profile because not only do you want to be the contact on your listings, which we already give them a data feed of, but of your specific communities and farm areas. One of the other ways, talking about SEO, is whenever you enter a listing into the MLS, if you haven't been doing so already, put in keywords in the property description that talks about local points of local points of interest, such as what subdivision the community the property is in, or the closest school or parks, or highly trafficked points of interest, maybe a popular shopping area. Mention these as keywords in the description because Google will pick that up. You also want to tag your photos as well. So along with your property photos that you enter into the MLS, I would always keep community photos and tag them as such in the MLS. So when somebody does a search in Google for a particular area, your listing has a higher chance of coming up in that Google search. Back to our company website, which is BHHSFloridaRealty.com. We have all of our listings available from our company, but also we have all of the IDX, which means that whatever other brokerage out there in all of our service areas, we have all the inventory in that property search. But I also encourage you to click on the Realtors tab on our company site and do the same thing that I had asked you to do on the national website. Find you, as a consumer would, to make sure that your contact information is correct. With all of your listings, again, you can quickly and easily find them at BHHSFloridaRealty.com / and the MLS number. So you can tell your sellers, you can actually give them the link to find their property, or while you're on that listing appointment, let them know that they can always find their property online at BHHSFloridaRealty.com / MLS number. Well, you will give their listing its own website. And as a Prima agent, you can do the same thing with your own domain, which is your primawebsite.com, whatever that name is, / MLS number. And on a details page of a listing, all of your Prima agent information displays, as well as property details, market snapshot, community information, trends, additional photos, that share button for social media, the link to the virtual tour, and schedule a showing. So whenever I say domain name / MLS number, you would enter that in the address field for a search engine, such as Google Chrome, Firefox, or Internet Explorer, if you're still using that. So you would enter it at the address bar in the circle as you see on the screen. You would not enter it into the search bar in Google. That's not where you would find it. This diagram is what we call our path of a listing. If you don't already make this as part of your tool belt whenever you're on a listing appointment in your marketing presentation, I highly encourage you to do this as well. This demonstrates to your sellers exactly what happens to the property after you enter it into the MLS and all of the places that our properties syndicate to. Like I had mentioned, Wall Street Journal, Zillow, Trulia, IMLS, Wiki Realty, Twitter, Realtor.com, all of those websites are listed here on the path of a listing. You can find this on our intranet on the home page under Path of a Listing. To get to our intranet, it has all of our resources available to you from a company standpoint. You would just go to FloridaRealtyIntranet.com and enter the company username. Everybody in our company has the same exact username. It's Florida Realty, all lowercase, all smushed together. Our company password is dependent on what office you are in. So if you don't know what your office number is, you can ask your manager or your branch office administrator, and they're happy to share that with you. It would be a number such as 7533, 7529, 7532. Whatever it is, that would be your password. Or also, to find our intranet, you can go to the company website at BHHSFloridaRealty.com, scroll down to the bottom, and click on the intranet tab. Again, it's all sorts of resources available to you on our intranet, and this is company specific, such as we have a Market Your Listings tab that has a link over to our home selling proposal, our path of a listing, all of those marketing flyers that I showed you earlier in the presentation about the Forbes positioning, the Barron's positioning, and such. Also on the homepage, whenever you log into our intranet, we also put direct links to our digital flip books. These are really nice books that talk about our marketing and our services available to you as a sales professional. And there are links over to our brand book, our listing presentation book, our marketing resources, and our marketing proposal, all directly on the homepage of our intranet. This is just an example of our Florida Realty listingbook.com. This is a digital flip book that you can send to your sellers ahead of time before you're meeting with them, just to kind of give them an overview, an example of the type of services that you can provide to them when marketing their property when they list with you and our company and our brand at Berkshire Hathaway. We also offer our Luxury Collection of Florida marketing program in partnership with the DuPont Registry, where we feature our 44-page Luxury Collection of Florida marketing magazine, which we insert quarterly into the DuPont Registry. You can also find a digital version of our Luxury Collection of Florida marketing magazine at luxurycollectionofflorida.com. So if the property qualifies, you can also demonstrate this to your seller as well of what you're going to do to market their property. You can find all of our Luxury Collection of Florida marketing materials on our intranet as well on the Market Your Listings tab under the Luxury Collection of Florida's area. We also have every other month a webinar to explain how all of the parts about our Luxury Collection of Florida marketing program, how to use it whenever you're on a listing appointment, as well as how and where the property goes and is distributed, and that whole entire process. The webinar is recorded, so you can also listen to it on our YouTube channel, but we are having one coming up this month, if you can join us, where we have Michelle Serrano, our Luxury Collection of Florida marketing manager, doing the webinar from 11 to 11:30. And again, it's an overview just for you, explaining our Luxury Collection of Florida marketing program. We also have a link on our intranet to our preferred service partners. One of our highlighted preferred service partners is Paradigm, which used to be known as Visual Tour. And if you are unsure of our relationship with Paradigm, we've been a partner with them for over a decade. Every single one of our sales professionals has a Paradigm account. We automatically create a virtual tour through Visual Tour and Paradigm on all of your properties that you enter into the MLS. The only requirement is that you have at least 6 photos and there's not already a link in the MLS to a different virtual tour. So your tours are automatically created for you. There's no extra work for you. Price and status changes are updated to your tours automatically. But you can always log in to your Paradigm account and edit any tours that you want to. You can also add video to your tours. You can also log into your account and create farm area tours, personal promotion tours, buyer tours if you wanted to, or a tour if you were helping out a for sale by owner. You can always log into your account. You have unlimited access to your tours on Paradigm, and you can work with the Paradigm support team to get your inventory link automatically posted on your own Facebook page as well. There's also a mobile app, so if you haven't downloaded it already, you may want to check that out, because if you happen to be on a listing appointment and you just want to show your sellers the type of marketing you can do with your Paradigm virtual tour account, it's very impressive, easy to do, and like I mentioned, you can now add video to your tours as well. We also partner with Paradigm to host a monthly webinar exclusively for our sales professionals, and our next one is Wednesday, November 16th from 1 to 1:30. And this one happens to be talking about learn how to post your tours to social media. We hope that you can join us on that webinar training as well. We also partner with Popanote. Popanote is a conversational marketing tool, and it's an added benefit at no charge for our sales professionals. It's an easy way to set up drip email marketing systems to build your relationships for your customers. You can add up to 50 contacts that are company paid, and it's just a quick and easy way to stay in touch with fun and interesting facts that probe conversations. And you can pick the topics if you want to, and they can be real estate related or just pop culture related. So if you're not sure what your Popanote login and password is and you are interested in finding more about this, because you just maybe want to find an easy, quick way to stay in touch with your customers, Pop a Note is the perfect way to integrate that into your marketing. Pop a Note training videos are available on FloridaRealtyTraining.com. We also partner with RPR. If you're not familiar with RPR, or if you've never logged into your RPR account and created a marketing report, please do so. You will be so impressed and impress your sellers before you go on a listing appointment. Research the area, download the app. I highly encourage you to become very familiar with RPR. It tells the story of a home, neighborhood, and city beyond the listing. It compiles all of the information revolving around subject parcels from the web into one easy-to-use system that conveys the information in an agent, broker-centric, and brandable way. These reports are incredible. They're highly detailed, highly accurate, always updated, and it is a great way to get market detail reports, not only for a specific property, but also a neighborhood. So support is available through RPR. This is a complimentary service available to you. We have branded versions already in your account. I would just sign up, but you can always reach out to the RPR help desk to get started, as well as download the mobile app after you have your account information. We also offer a personal concierge service to you that you can provide to your buyers, sellers, and renters. And this is a great way and a very nice service, complimentary, that you can offer, where this company on your behalf will assist them with all of their moving services: cable, phone, internet, moving companies, storage companies, whatever it is involved in moving, our concierge service will assist them with that. We hope that you talk about this not only with your buyers, but also your sellers, to make their transition of moving an easy one through our concierge service, which should free up your time instead of having to assist them with connecting their utilities or finding them service information. Let the service do this on your behalf. We talked about a lot of stuff today, but we do have a training calendar available to you at FloridaRealtyCareers.com, but also a direct link to FloridaRealtyTraining.com. And this is where you can sign up for all of the training, maybe watch webinars that we have, such as on Pop a Note or RPR, directly on the training calendar. Let's talk about BHHSresource.com. BHHSresource.com is the intranet for all of the Berkshire Hathaway sales professionals nationwide. So all 42,300 of you have a Resource Center account. Berkshire Hathaway offers the Affiliate Assistance Hotline, so if you ever have any questions regarding anything on the Resource Center, you can contact them at 855-422-9052, and that's Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Whenever you log into the Resource Center, I'm going to give you a little bit of homework as well. If you haven't done so already, the first thing you want to do whenever you log in is click on My Profile and make sure all of your contact information is correct. Also on the homepage, that there are top stories within the network, and the Resource Center is your source for everything Berkshire Hathaway from a national perspective. So back to your profile, once you make sure all of your contact information is correct, what you want to do is scroll down to the bottom to see what networking groups that you can join and sign up for. There is also a tab to networking groups on the left-hand side navigation, and you'll see the different networking groups available to you. This becomes important because you can access these networking groups and start sending them your contact information. Maybe you get a new listing that happens to be an equestrian property. You can connect with them, download their the database of other equestrian networking group sales professionals throughout the country, and let them know that your property is available. The way that you would do this is go to your networking groups tab, select the networking group that you're interested in, and export that spreadsheet. Once you have that database, you can connect and email those sales professionals within our network that belong to that networking group. So again, if you're on a listing appointment, how I would use that if I were you, I would let the seller know you network with all of the other equestrian sales professionals throughout the Berkshire Hathaway network nationwide. So whenever they do list with you, you'll create an e-card highlighting their property, letting them know that it is now available with a link to the direct property listing. So they may have a buyer wherever it is coming to view your property. So again, the first time you log in, you want to set up your profile and check out your networking group. Next, what you want to do is click on the Marketing Resource tab. The Marketing Resource is your one-stop online location for marketing materials. The e-cards, which are automatically updated and connected with your MLS. So if you have a new listing and you want to send a just listed e-card, you would go to Marketing Resource, select e-cards, and then select the MLS property and create the e-card and send it out. There's also a newsletter that's automatically written for you and available for you to use as is or edit and so that you can tailor it to your own marketing needs. There's over 1,000 templates in the Marketing Resource Center, like I said, with MLS integration. And there's also e-cards available in Spanish as well. Like I had mentioned, there's the newsletter template if you're looking for another way to stay in touch with your customers by giving them valuable real estate related information. Already pre-written, branded to you with links back to your social media and your website. There's also the Video Resource Center, which is your mobile video app. You would connect it through Marketing Resource in the Video Creation tab. The Video Resource app works with both Android and iPhones. So if you're looking for a way to quickly and easily create videos on your phone and get them integrated directly into Marketing Resource, this is what you want to do. And this is what you want to sign up for. And if you have any questions on it, again, you can always contact the Affiliate Assistance Hotline, and they'll be happy to walk you through that. Back to the homepage on the Resource Center. There's a tab also in the resource links called Lead Resource. This is going to be very, very important because this will log you into our dashboard for our company. And this is what we call My Desk. This is new. We just started this at the end of September. And the My Desk dashboard has links to all of our preferred partners throughout our company, as mentioned kind of briefly throughout this presentation, with a link over to Florida Realty Careers, a link to our brand book, our link to our sister company, Florida Title and Guarantee Agency, Paradigm, Popanote, RPR, Toolkit, Twitter, VHT, Wiki Realty, Express Docs, and YouTube. All of those services are available on the Services tab whenever you log in to Lead Resource, which takes you over to My Desk. As a Prima agent, one of the first services you'll see is website administration as well, which we'll talk about in just a minute. But the first time you log in to Lead Resource, you also want to update your personal profile. Once you do that, you'll have access to send a quick email if you wanted to. There's Action Plan Manager, which is available to you if you wanted to assign action plans to your contacts, whether they're buying a home, selling a home, thinking about buying a home, or just want to stay in touch. There's neighborhood reports that you can quickly and easily create for your customers. And there's also a link to Seller Advantage. There is also a Contact Manager in there as well. Contact Manager is where you would manage leads that come from the national website at BHHS, at BerkshireHathawayHS.com. And for Prima members, it's leads from the company website and your Prima website. So you would manage all of those leads in the Contact Manager in Lead Resource. Talking about Prima, this is an example of the new Prima website. Just briefly, on the new Prima website, some of the features that we now include is a link to new construction, the News tab, and What's Your Home Worth. The new construction tab automatically lists all of the inventory in the area with builders that participate with our preferred vendor to constantly update all of the inventory and information, but you're the contact for all of that new construction property. The News and Video Resource Center is automatically embedded into your website, and this is where customers, visitors, can subscribe to your monthly newsletter as well, quickly and easily. This is automatically updated with news and information that's real estate related, and it keeps customers on your website because it gives them valuable content. So if you haven't done it already, if you're a Prima agent, go to your new Prima website and check out the News tab. We also added a Google Translator directly on your website as well. You can access that in the lower right-hand corner where your customers, if they speak another language and they prefer to view your website in another language, they can click on the Google Translator, select the language, and it will automatically translate your website into their preferred language. One of the best things about our new Prima website is it is now in responsive design. It's optimized for mobile devices. More property searches are done on mobile devices than they are on traditional desktops now. So the website, what responsive design means is that it conforms to the device that it's being viewed on, whether it's a traditional desktop, a tablet, an iPad, an iPhone, or an Android. It all looks the same. Your customer has the same exact experience. And again, to sign in to your Prima website back office, you would sign in at bhhsresource.com. You'll have access to all of our tools and resources in My Desk, and then you would access the Services tab to go to Website Administration as well if you needed to do any sort of editing in the back office of your Prima website. Back to the homepage of bhhsresource.com. That's the link to lead resource, which we had just talked about, which takes you over to My Desk. But we also have another thing that is available to all of our sales professionals for those of you that do commercial real estate. And this is our commercial resource available. And this will take you over to the commercial resource dashboard. And if you do commercial real estate, you want to make sure you have access to the Commercial Resource Center. Whenever you first log in, make sure you set up your profile there as well, because your profile will appear on the Commercial Services website for Berkshire Hathaway, which is BHHSCRE.com. You can also add properties within the commercial resource that will display here as well and syndicate to all of the commercial division websites. Back to the home page of the Resource Center there's a tab called Learn Center Resource. And this is where you can take all kinds of valuable classes to grow your business. It's a great time to get started. It's a great time to commit yourself to 2017, if you can believe it or not, to maybe take a class maybe once or twice a month. And you can find out all of the classes that Berkshire Hathaway has to offer on the Learn Center Resource tab. And all you do is click on the calendar pops up, you look to see what's available, and then you request it. Just a couple of the ones that I noted for November that may be of value to you is that there is Mobile Ad Builder, talking about mobile and how many people are searching on a mobile device. You can build ads on Mobile Ad Builder. That training is coming up next Tuesday at 11 o'clock. I'm sorry. All times that are listed on the Learn Center resource are in Pacific Standard Time, so that would be 2 o'clock our time. And there's also Videolicious, Video Marketing Made Easy, talking about the video app. You can find that training available on November 16th at 10 o'clock. And then also there's a social media class. If you wanted to get up to speed on Snapchat, please feel free to take advantage of that on November 30th at 2 o'clock as well. And again, to sign up for these classes, you do have to pre-register at bhhsresource.com and go to the Learn Center resource. Back to your homework. bhhsresource.com, there's 4 places to update your profile. On the home page, Marketing Resource, Lead Resource, and for our commercial resource users, make sure you update your profile there as well. I know we went over a ton of information very quickly. We do have resources and helpful pages available to you that kind of covers everything we went over today. You can find this on our Florida Realty Marketing link. And this helpful links tab that has useful links to all of our tools and resources for you and your team members, I will email to you just as a thank you for joining us this morning. It's a quick and easy reference where you can get all of the information that you need in order to make your business a successful one with our company. We also have a password keeper, and I will email you this as well, where you can keep track of all of your usernames and passwords for everything that within our company, including Form Simplicity, Express Docs, Toolkit CMA if you're and your local MLS as well. So hopefully this will keep you a little bit organized with your logins and passwords. Just as a reminder, we have our Impact Day for new sales professionals, where we take just a couple of hours to review everything our company has to offer, where you'll hear from not only Regional Vice President, but also the Vice President of our Relocation and Referral, Sharon Sapp. You'll hear from a representative from our title company, and I will also be reviewing all of our marketing materials as well. During Impact Day, again, it's not just for new sales professionals. If you're with our company, if you haven't attended Impact Day for a little while, if you can make it, we'd love to have you. Our next one is Wednesday, December 7th from 10:30 to 12:30, and you can register on FloridaRealtyTraining.com. And again, thank you for attending our marketing overview webinar today. This session was recorded, and I'll make it available on our YouTube channel. And you can always register for any trainings that we offer from a company standpoint at FloridaRealtyTraining.com. My contact information is on the lower right-hand corner. Again, thank you for joining us this morning. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions at any time. Thank you, and have a great day.